This stuff looked like powder, but it was not. Somehow, this last storm was so crazy that after several feet of snow fell and temperatures down in the Bend area plummeted to below zero for a couple days in a row, somehow in the middle of all that, temperatures rose up high in elevation, and it actually rained, and then that rain froze atop all of the fresh snow. So there was an ice crust pretty much everywhere. Because of that, I was not expecting this to be much of a ski day. I sort of just figured I'd go for a walk, but I wanted to check things out. That was actually kind of fun. Fun. Different, but fun. Check that out. That's the fog layer, which has engulfed Bend in the area last couple days in this crazy storm. Underneath that layer, was about 1 degree when I left the house this morning. It's down in the -6, 7, 8 about a day ago, and then driving up, you pop through the fog, and it also warms up about 15 degrees. So we got sun, warmer air. It's weird. Such a super inversion going on that it actually rained on Mount Bachelor and this whole area at the exact same moment that the Deschutes River was freezing over. So, I mean, how weird is that? The tributary headwater mountain, 2,500 feet up, was experiencing warmer than freezing temperatures and rain, all while it was so cold, negative digits, that the river downstream was freezing. So weird. Definitely some small slides in here the last day or two. Probably just on that rain crust, but kind of hard to tell. I love this spot. It's the second or third time I've been here, and just the right sun direction to just see my little shadow on this ridge shining on the back bowl. Pretty cool day out here. Better than I expected it was going to be this morning, and nothing like I expected it was going to be 4 days ago looking at the forecast, but c'est la vie. So that is broken top, and that is broken hand, and that little rampy doo is where I'm gonna head. Oh, and that section right under the face, that's where I booted up and set off those little cracks, not little cracks, shooting cracks that covered that hole little rocky gully, and in that avalanche video I made. So, just for context. There's that fog. Oh, not an epic day of skiing, but pretty awesome day to be out in the backcountry, going for a walk, a little exploration. Alright, on the ridge, and that ain't a bad view. Look at that. It almost feels like I'm getting a visual eye on how weird this storm system was. It's not just that it's fog. I think that fog has sort of a marker of where the cold air is getting sucked down to. Ew. And then crystal clear up here. All the way. We got Broken Top, South Sister, Middle Sister, North Sister, Washington, Three-Fingered Jack, Jefferson, Hood, and if you look back there, you can see both Mount St. Helens and Mount Adams in Washington. Awesome. He bit me. You little bugger. I'll bite you back. Alright, buddy. Since you wanted my cookies so bad, I'll leave you the last one. If you can handle it, it's all yours. Gluten-free, too. Time to head out. It's up there. It's on top. It's on top. You gotta climb. You gotta earn your cookie. There you go. There you go. Enjoy, bud. I don't know why people click their poles together. Something just feels like right about it. So, you know, here it goes. That turned out to be a really fun day. Well, I can honestly say this superstorm, I don't know if we're coming up with a name for it or not, but it was one of the weirdest weather things I've ever seen. Over on the valley side of the Cascades, it's just an ice storm, so there's been crazy winds. So Sandian Pass is closed, power lines down, trees down, there's no power in almost the entire Mackenzie corridor. Then, just ridiculously cold, and about 4 feet of snow over about 3 days. And then I just assumed up high in the mountains would just be a dump of snow, which it started looking that way. Crazy winds, super high avalanche danger, and then rain on top of it all. It's just so weird. But I'm glad it came out. It's my first chance to do a real day in the backcountry this year, and it was surprisingly fun. Honestly, the snow is kind of like its own kind of snow. It's like a softened crust with some wind packed on top, with like a soft, spongy storm base underneath. It's about as well as I can describe it. This is one of the rare years where we have some persistent issue with facets down deep in the snowpack, and it's made for the scary possibility of huge avalanches, which is why I wasn't touching any of that stuff. But as much of a bummer as this was for like what was supposed to be the fresh powder day, I'm kind of thinking it might help stabilize things in the long run. It's hard to imagine much getting through this sort of like thick, firm layer, sort of part crust, part snow, all the way down to that persistent layer. So we'll see. Too early to say that, but anyway, ended up being a surprisingly fun day. Had the whole whole place out to myself. Just one group. Did a couple laps on ball while I was over at Broken Hand. But anytime you can go out on a holiday and not see another soul all day long, get some turns, it's a good day.